I mean, geez, let's talk about some serious good stuff. The
Man,
McCoy thing, obviously, you're either pro McCoy or against
I mean,
McCoy.
I
And
think he's
the
a
bottom
great
line
guy.
is,
I don't mind, man. I mean, he got to
yeah,
he got
once
to
a
get some
buck,
stress
always a
out.
buck. Do I hate that he went to Carolina? Absolutely.
You couldn't have
But
went
bottom
anywhere
line is,
worse.
I mean, he played on a lot of losing teams we've had and played his heart out. That's all I could say. Is he a legend? No. Is he a Warren Sapp caliber? No. Is he a great player? I'd say pretty much. Yes.
Yeah.
He was solid for us. He played injured, and then when he wasn't injured, they were serious injuries. So, but as far as the big stories, I mean, golly, give some credit. How about Vernon Hargraves, the guy that's
Dude.
been on the shelf the last several years? You talk about balling out. Holy moly. I mean, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Hargraves making that stuff at the end of the I'll tell you right now, as soon as I saw him going to the edge, I went, oh, he's going to get soft. He's going to get soft. This is going in. And all of a sudden, Vernon pours it on and keeps him from even getting the first down. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was, man, that I was really pleased watching that game. Like, that was one of the best, like, outcomes for a Thursday night game that I've seen in a long damn time.
Well, I can tell you, just like every other Buccaneer fan, with that many seconds left, and when they have a minute left, first and goal, I was on my knees, man.
Dude,
I was praying.
I was like,
talking to the
shit,
door,
this
the good
is
man
it.
upstairs. But
RD, man, RD came through. Like,
you know what?
clutch.
But we also scored 2 touchdowns, brother. You know, bottom line is that's huge. You know, when you look at that, that's the difference of the game. TDs against field goals. I mean, that was our issue in the previous years, and we missed the field goal. So do I see something serious out of that? I hope the heck not. I think the kid's still got a boot of a leg. I think it's funny when the commentator said he has a problem from, I believe, the left hash. He has a difference. Boy, then all right. Then line him up on the freaking front, baby.
Yeah.
Get him dead center. Line it up, boys. Come on now.
We can work on that.
know?
Like,
Yeah, I think we're going to be fine. I like the defense. I like our kicking game. And like I told you before, guys, wait until this offense gets rolling. Holy moly.
yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, watch it for this week. I tell you what, if you got Jameis on your fantasy, you need to get him on there right now because Jameis is going to have a field day. And if you got either one of the tight ends, O.J. Howard or Cam Brate, go with it. I'm telling you right now, man.
I'm digging on our running game. Like, it's building. So
you know what? You don't need a stud running back to get it done. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm watching some of these guys and paying all this sick money. I remember at the very beginning, oh, my God, our offensive line can't hold nothing. They can't do a damn thing. I'll tell you what, they dominated that line of scrimmage against the Panthers. So, hey, when you got a good O-line that's opening up holes and you got wide receivers like Godwin blocking his butt off, I mean, that's going to make a difference downfield where you can gain an extra 10 yards. So I've always been a Barber fan. I think the kid's great. I don't think everybody gives him credit. He's one of those Eric Brett type players. He's not
he's
the
a worker.
flashiest.
He's a worker, man.
Yeah, he's one that's going to grind you. And when it gets into the fourth quarter, he's going to beat you up. So, like I said, getting a lead and holding on to the lead, I think will be solid. So, I'm looking forward to beating the G-Men this Sunday. That's for sure.
What are you thinking about all these, man? We got all these replay, or not even replay, but like reviews on first downs and reviews on spots now that are like slowing the game down considerably.
Yeah. Bottom line is, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
Yeah.
Bottom line, if you left it up originally that the refs call the damn game and you had replay, which you have TV looking at it, and you didn't have to go to the call, then everybody was bitching because they would have missed or would have gotten a call and maybe changed the game. I mean, obviously, it's all been all front. They tried to do something about it, especially after that New Orleans Rams game, which kept New Orleans going to the Super Bowl. I mean, let's face it, it really did.
That's true. It's really like donging up the tempo, man. When you're sitting like,
well, the thing I don't like the offensive defensive pass interference crap, and I know it stemmed from that game, but it's almost like nobody knows what the hell is offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference.
Yeah,
and it's driving us all crazy. So either way, guess what happens? It still comes down to the human element, and whoever decides. So, you know, just like everybody, when you go to replay, you're praying that you get the call. You know, it's a 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, but like they're even doing it where they're stopping the game to like make sure like on like the like spot of the ball and like all right 4-inch. And like I get it.
Out of the ball,
dude.
Out of the ball.
I watch games.
Shoot, what game are you watching?
I watched games on Sunday where they were like.
Did you see Thursday?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's what.
Did you see him fix it?
They basically gave it to him because they didn't call the bump. Like, it was.
Well, that's crazy. I'm sorry. That was blatant and obvious.
Yeah,
I mean, national TV. I mean, come on, a 3-year-old would have noticed that. And you're like, what in the world did I just see? And then you're sitting back, just like coaches probably sit back going, oh, they're going to fix it. They're going to fix it. And then they don't.
Yeah, like you're like, what?
And then you're like, well, why didn't you throw a red flag? Well, he may have still gotten the first down. That's why he didn't throw the red flag. But you think they would at least gone to replay to say, okay, wait a minute, that wasn't marked properly. You know what I mean? So that was it's like, was anybody watching the game from up above at that time? It's kind of blows your mind a little bit.
I just feel like, man, like there's a certain like I like games with like tempo, like man,
like they keep going, right?
Well, just when there's a lot of stuff that you see in real time. You know, like that's like where they're like, oh, that's the like bang bang, you know, speed kind of thing. But then when you watch it in slow mo, you're like, oh, that looks fucking horrible. But then when you watch it in like normal time, you're like, oh, that really wasn't that bad, dude. That kind of thing. But like that kind of thing.
Or worse yet, you're 100% right. When you get that scenario, you're like, okay, damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yeah.
But my thing is, think about it. You're on a roll. Your offense is flowing, and then all of a sudden you got one of those calls, and it just flattens it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gives that defense.
Now we're
that defense or that offense time to rest or whatever the situation is.
Now we're going to stand around for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the bad part of the element that's taken away from the game, because the whole idea is it's also about, you know, it's a marathon. You know, I mean, these guys, you know, they're going 1,000 miles an hour every play, and man, if you can keep beating it and beating it and beating it, and you got somebody that can't make a replacement and they can't change it, and you still got them on the field, you can hit them when they're winded, then that's part of the game.
That's football,
what
dude.
Makes the game so special. Yeah, absolutely. You know, the game of the fittest, baby. That's what it always is.
Yeah, that's.
And you know,
I'm pretty much on the same boat with that.
This. Did you guys see on Facebook where they had Cam Newton? How he was dressed, looking like from Whitney Houston. Did y'all see that?
Yeah,
from the Bodyguard?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was rolling. But the funny part is, there was somebody put one out there where when I was young watching football and then watching football now, and it had Jack Lambert missing his teeth. That phenomenal photo.
Big,
and then
nasty
it shows Cam Newton.
Man.
You know, the before and the now. And I hate to say it. It is. It's just like that. But, you know what's crazy? You know, we talk about how soft the game has gotten, and it has. There's no doubt about it. And I talk to so many retired Buccaneers, retired pros in general, and they just go, the game's gotten soft. And, you know, they did it to protect the quarterbacks. The whole idea was to protect your franchises so we can, launch it 100 times and have, 60-point games and freaking everybody love it and be excited about touchdowns. Well, guess what? It just goes to show you football's football, and it doesn't damn well matter how much you protect them. Because look, you got obviously Drew Brees out, you got Ben out.
Yeah,
I mean, there's 2 franchises, and you know what? Both of them might be. I hate to tell you, both those injuries may be career ending.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now. And there's 2 career endings to 2 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
2 of them.
That totally like
You know,
upsets like the whole conferences and everything else. If those guys go, like that's gonna be a
they're
couple
done.
years. Well, it's gonna be a couple unless they draft some badass quarterback and that can like come into it. But that it's gonna be a year or two of like rebuilding for the Saints, rebuilding for the Steelers. Like
now, for some people who didn't watch those 2 plays, we're talking to Big Nasty on the phone here, the super fan of the Bucs. What happened with those 2 injuries that he suffered?
What happened with the 2 injuries? You mean as far as Drew Brees?
Yeah,
You had the elbow injury. Anytime you're getting ligament damage and you're older like that, especially the thumb one, I can tell you right now, when I played ball, I had my thumb ligaments ripped from playing, doing 2-hand shiver drill and got caught up in a jersey. And I swear my finger went all the way to my wrist. And let me tell you something. I don't grip the football. I would just grip jerseys, tug and pulls, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, my hand was never the same.
Yeah.
Never. The strength, and I don't give a crap. You get your wrist grip, you do all that. That is one of Drew Brees' tough game. I mean, dude, his arm strength's okay. It isn't as phenomenal like a lot of these quarterbacks anymore.
Yeah, he's just
but what he does is he has that wrist touch. And now, when you can't grip that ball, I mean, that's everything to a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because you can use who was it? Chris Sims was talking about it. He made a lot of sense. He goes, any of the other fingers you can still live with and still manage zipping the ball.
Right.
But when you don't have that thumb to make sure it's controlled,
that's
it's going
tough,
done.
dude.
Yeah, that is tough.
So
what do you think? Did he break something? Did he pull something?
Dude,
no, he ripped ligaments.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Not only did he rip ligaments, he's going in and having surgically repaired ligaments, and they're talking 6 weeks. Bottom line is that's 6 weeks before you could even touch a football.
Yeah, but I bet you
that season, man.
I bet you they've got though somebody who is the best and the best
still
in the
doesn't matter.
field.
You still got to heal from that. Like you're not going to be able to screw that and pin that.
You're right on. You got to heal, and when you're older. Guys, I could tell you, when I was 21, I was a bat out of hell. I'm 52 now. Shoot, I need somebody to help me up off the ground.
I'm not trying to take a beating now, dude. Like, it takes long enough to heal just on regular
now it's
shit.
Like somebody bows up in front of you, you laugh and you grab a beer.
Yeah.
You know, there ain't no fighting out of this guy anymore.
Yeah, go on, get it, killer.
It's just the facts, man. I mean, bottom line, unless it was life-threatening, then it's all on. But bottom line is,
I'm not stressing
you just ain't doing that anymore, especially when you get older, man.
Yeah.
It isn't about the maturity. It's about what you can do.
Yeah, when they were showing Breeze's hand, man, like when he hit the other guy's hand, like that was bad, but when he came back and then hit his own helmet, like now you're taking bruises to like the top of your hand on top of ligament stuff, like 'cause he hit his face mask at full speed going backwards, like right on top of the hand.
Oh,
yeah.
I've crushed my hand before. That shit hurts like hell.
And it's funny because when I played back in the day, you could head slap, so that was part of still in.
Yeah.
And man, when I was playing, and I'll tell you right now, I mean, you get a nice bruise on your hand from a hand slap. I'm telling you right now, especially on a helmet.
That shit hurts
the
for
worst
days,
thing
dude.
is when you're making a tackle and you got a crunch. And what I mean by a crunch is you get a helmet. I call it the hand sandwich, the helmet to helmet, and your hands right there. That is the worst, dude. That doesn't go away. That's like you just wrap it up and pray it ain't there anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
That's like hitting yourself with a hammer, dude. Like I've done that before on accident, man, and it sucks.
You know.
That's all bad, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll tell you though, it's sad to see those two quarterbacks go, but you know what? It did bring in a little life to the NFL. And what I mean by that is, you know, the Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals, you know, everybody in the AFC. I know New England's still out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for us, it changed the South dramatically. Now, take it in mind, you know, it isn't going to be no cakewalk like a lot of people think it is.
Dude,
I mean,
Falcons D looked kind of good, man, too, a little bit.
You know, 50-50. First game, they looked like crap. Second game, they looked pretty good.
Yeah.
But you know what? They also went against a depleted offense from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah,
Two of their starting wide receivers were out of the game.
The Eagles looked horrible.
that hurt you.
Like, I got a friend who's an Eagles fan, and I'm sure he was, man, just fuming. Like,
really, just because they're playing horrible, or
well, they just they couldn't get anything done, man. And Eagles fans are insane anyway. Like,
well, I could tell you, Sean Moore, you know the guy from the special fan from the Eagles. He's the guy that booed McNabb on the videos.
Yeah.
You know, Sean is a real close friend of mine and a real class act guy. But I could tell you right now, he said, I said, man, you talk about I even texted him during the game. I said, talk about the MASH unit. He goes, are you kidding me? He says, I can't believe it. I mean, offensive line guys, defensive line guys.
Everybody was down.
I mean, they got depleted. Again, I will say what I said at the very beginning. It's about freaking time the pendulum goes to the other side.
Yeah.
Because that's what killed us for so many years. Lack of depth and our main guys going down. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed nobody goes down. And I'm telling you, Coach has got these guys believing. Plus, it ain't no sitting back, slow death defense anymore. It's like, no, I'm going to attack you until you stop me. And I love it. I love it. Defense is back in Tampa Bay, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I felt really good about our game. And then, like I said, watching ball on Sunday, knowing we had that win, and it just it made Sunday a lot nicer, man, to be honest with you.
Were you more relaxed?
Well, you're watching everybody else lose. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like, we're just doing better. Like, man, there you go. Like one one really good game can just change a whole lot of shit, basically.
That's true.
Well, I can tell you this. There's a big startup with everybody doing Red Rage 8, Red Tide movement. And what that means is everybody needs to wear red. I don't care if it's a red T-shirt. I don't care if it's a red jersey, red socks, red pants. I'm going fully red. I'm going to look like a cherry, for God's sake.
Yeah.
So bottom line is, wear that red. Let's be seen. Bring those red towels out of the closet that we haven't been using forever. And, man, let's pack Rage 8. Please, 12th man.
Yeah.
Pack Rage 8. There's so many more cheap seats left. Just get there. Attend. I promise you, you're going to see an awesome game. I guarantee you. I guarantee you an awesome game. But bottom line, come out, support this team, because they're in the right direction. Because if you don't, you may be kicking yourself in the tail later on when we got a winning record and then you can't find it.
Yeah, you can't get tickets for anything under $300. That'd be rad. Well, that'd be rad, man.
No, well, you know, when you're winning, you're probably right. That means those scalpers that are selling it less than face value. I mean, shoot, right now you're spending $300 for 2 tickets in front row.
Yeah,
that's face value.
Yeah,
you know, you're probably getting $600 if you have a winning game coming up. And let's face it, we got some sweet games coming up later on down the road. But bottom line is, my point being, you can get started at $35 a ticket. So there's no excuse,
dude,
not to get there.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't even have to sit in that seat. You don't even have to go to that nosebleed. You can go down to the concourse, like where the Tim McGraw concert was, and watch the game from lower level if you had to.
There's plenty of places in the stadium to, like, get out of the heat if you're like, man, this is too hot right now, or you just want some shade.
Yeah, you can go over to you can also go to the pirate ship. But here, let's talk about that. It's a 4:00 game. Let me tell you something. When it got to 5 o'clock, that shade was down.
Yeah,
it was a lot cooler.
That's nice.
A lot cooler. So, yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm telling you, 2-1. I feel strong about it. And then, now we got a strong we got to go to the Rams away. We got to go to the Saints away. And then
the Saints one, man,
I have to pack my bags.
The Saints one, I feel like we're okay. Like, the Rams one, like, those guys are so, like, man, everybody's hyped on, like, Rams still. Like,
it's, you know what? It all comes down to hypothetical.
Yeah.
You know what? If we lived what we saw the first game of the season, we all thought we're going to lose every game. You should have seen Facebook and Twitter and everybody. I've never seen so many jump ship jumps. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you know, you start winning, and it's funny. All forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
Lord, now I'm back on the ship. I don't care. Jump on that ship. Just keep your butts on the ship. and let's make it a battleship, and let's win some games and get to a playoff berth. That's what I want.
I like it.
They do that for the Lightning too. They have people who are jump ship and come back on. And
well, that's sports in general, man. But like Buck stuff, man. I mean, there's still enough of us that are born and raised here that should. Anybody here who's like born and raised here, like should be like at the game or at least like supporting stuff.
Oh,
I mean, it's your hometown.
I come across
it's your hometown,
it
dude.
But you're so right, bud. I come across it every single game. I'll get, now that I'm older, man, I get a lot of people that come up, man, you don't understand. You made me a fan. I'm like, how did I make you a fan? The Bucks made you a fan. And they go, no, I met you when I was 8 years old. And here you're talking to a 28-year-old man.
And that's
and you're
totally
going,
cool.
holy
like,
crap,
yeah. Thanks, I feel old,
but it
dick.
happens a lot, guys. It happens a lot. And you know what? I appreciate it. I love it to death. And I'll do this till I can't do it. But bottom line is just love your team forever. I always say to everybody, every hashtag Bucks for life. This isn't no part-time gig. This is something you got to do to the day you die. Unless you're not a true fan and you're just what I call, you're a fan, but you're like, I'm a fan when it's convenient.
It's the fair weather fan.
They're winning.
The fair weather
they're
old
winning.
School,
and what I mean by, what a convenient means, when they're winning, not when it's affordable, because I get that. I understand that not everybody can afford a ticket. But you know what? It doesn't hurt for you to turn on the boob tube and watch it on the TV. I mean, that's absolutely free. How about this? When you're winning, or better yet, when you're not winning, how about this? When it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
Why not show up? Some of the times, so what?
It's hot as
Worst
hell.
thing you get is a sunburn. Big deal.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's not.
But,
there's plenty of places in the shade. You can go to the bar and go watch it on on like the screens there if you want to like be there. What's really funny, man, like my mom and my stepdad live up like right outside of Maggie Valley in North Carolina. And in Maggie Valley, there's a bar that the owner is from Tampa, and he's the only one that shows Bucks games. And my stepdad, like every Sunday, dude, goes over to Maggie Valley and like goes and watches games like at this little bar
and
in
the
mountains there.
Think of the relationship your dad has with all those Buck fans in that little bar.
Well, that's
dude.
Everybody's like from Tampa.
Where's Maggie Valley? Is that in Pennsylvania?
That's North Carolina, man.
Okay, you know what? I got to drive up. All right, listen to me. I got to drive up to Canton next year. We pop into North Carolina. I'm going to pop into that Maggie Valley bar.
I will send you a link to it, man. I will send you a link.
Hey.
Like, I will totally send you a link because that's, man, they would shit
and
there.
And I better damn well get a free beer, damn it.
Dude, you're going to get, that's North Carolina. You're going to get a lot more than free beer. You're going to have moonshine and, man.
Oh, now you're talking. Now you're really talking. That's my kind of spirits. I like that. But, yeah, I can tell you guys, as you could tell, really that game, Buck Nation needed that game. I wanted that game more for the fans out there that, let's face it, they got a right to gripe. We haven't been winning. We haven't seen a playoff berth in forever. And you know what? To get that little bit of positivity back out there, which I always believe in being positive because negative ain't going to help nothing. But bottom line is that little bit of positivity, and you know what? It was like a shot in the arm for everybody. And I will be literally shocked if I don't see Ray J. At least more attendees than I saw in the home opener, and that was with Tim McGraw.
No, we need to see, man, at least like three-quarter, like, man, like locked in where there's no seat.
You know you're going to have the Blue out there. You know you're going to have the G-Men out there. Let's face it.
Yankees.
They get cold as hell up there, up north in Jersey.
I mean, we got a lot of transplants here though, too, man. So. We got a lot of transplants here, unfortunately. Like, well, not unfortunately,
but but come out, support them, man, because I tell you what, you know how they used to say it's a new day in Tampa Bay. I tell you what,
it's a new season.
I like saying that the D is back, baby. The D is back. I'm excited for it. Everybody wants to talk about what's going to happen next year. I love what Coach says, game to game. Let's see what we do. Not Sunday. Let's see what we do tomorrow, the next day, the next day after that. Day by day, make yourself better. Day by day, make the corrections. And I'll tell you what, this team is feeding into it. And I'm excited because, let's face it, you can't say they didn't get down.
Yeah,
They got down in games. They come back in games. I mean, there's fight. I love it.
That was just a good, like, I feel like, man, if NFL football was like college football, we would have went up in the rankings just from that game right there, just from like how we played. Like, man, we would have went up.
Hey, did you guys? Let me tell you something. The Bucks are going crazy, and I might sound like a huge cheerleader here, but I'm telling you right now. You talk about entertainment. I don't know if you heard about this, but they are having a big thing at the Trade Winds down here in St. Pete, which is my side of the bay. Finally, I love it when they're on my side of the bay. I guess Friday they're having like a Kenny Chesney tribute band out there on the beach and stage, and having that on Friday night. And on Saturday night, I guess they got who the hell, achy breaky guy? What is his name?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray?
Yeah, Billy Ray is going to be performing.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
So, yeah, he's going to be performing on Saturday night, and some other band. But the point is, let's face it. Does this not sound good? Toes in the sand, ass in a dang little freaking chair, having a nice little pina colada, smoking a big old fat stogie, and listening to some country music. I'm in. I'm there.
There's a lot worse places I can think of, man.
But don't you dare ask me to wear makeup, because it ain't happening. That don't happen till wartime.
No way,
Sunday.
man. I'm all right. I'm not on the clock right now, man. There's gonna be no makeup. I'm there to hang out, like.
But yeah, that's gonna be a blast, man. I'm thinking about taking the old Harley out. Haven't taken it out in months, and me and the wife driving out there and just chilling, man.
Man,
it'll be a good time.
It's almost getting towards riding season, man. Like,
oh yeah,
it's still a little bit hot, but I'm ready. Like, I'm ready.
Well, if you're taking it like from me, where it's just the beach run anyway, it's not so bad with this heat. It's when it's blistering, where it's like, nah, I'll pass. That's crazy.
Like the first red light, like you're done. Like, man, that's it. Like.
I'll tell you right now, man, there's nothing like a Harley ride, boy, because when you go for at least an hour, you come back, your body's tingling, you're ready to go to sleep, man.
Oh,
it's like,
man. That
thing will just vibrate the hell out of you. I don't know if you have a Harley, but there's just a difference between that and a rice rocket, man. It's heaven.
I actually have both, man, and I rode the Sportster last Wednesday night over there to bike night, and it's a Sportster, but it shouldn't be street legal. And you ride that thing, and it's like a dinosaur compared to my R1, and I love it. Like,
yeah, me too. There's nothing like it, man. You can't even explain it. I mean, and it's a totally different ride too. You better know what the hell you're doing on a Harley.
Yeah,
it isn't just the same motorcycle. It's not even close.
It doesn't stop real well. Like, it doesn't handle real well. Like, man.
Yeah, and
so
you better
gotta work.
And you better be looking where you're turning.
yeah. Like my R1, I just turn my head and it falls over on itself, and you're like, all right, there I go. Like the Harley, you got to work a little more. Like, I definitely get home and I'm like, whoo, like I did something. Like,
hey, Bull.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Bull. Have you even watched the freaking game yet?
Oh, here it comes.
I'm calling you out, Bull.
Do it, dude.
Have you even watched the game yet? Hell no, I haven't.
Okay,
be honest to the audience right now.
Last Sunday,
Sunday,
I watched about 10 minutes of it.
It wasn't even on Sunday.
Okay, what quarter? What quarter?
It was like, I think, 15 minutes to the end of the second half.
I'm calling
or the first half.
Okay.
The first half.
Okay. And then you went to bed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, Bull, you're like Charlie Belcher, man. I even told Charlie, he tweets out, there's nothing like waking up and seeing that your Bucks won. I said, hell yeah, there is. Keep your butt up and call in sick the next day. I got you.
That's what they made Red Bull for, man. Get up and go to work, dude. Like, that's what I had to do.
You, man.
That's what I did.
Oh, I loved it, man. I'll tell you what. But the problem is when you get an exciting game like that, you can't go to bed until 2 hours later. That's the problem. But, no, I'm super excited, super stoked. I think we're going to do awesome. I just, pray, keep going that we don't have any injuries. But watch out for our tight ends, because I've had both of those tight ends on my fantasy, and I've gotten 0 points from both of them these last 2 weeks. you know those guys are due.
They're totally
Whether it's Howard or Cam, you know they're due. I'm just having a dilemma. Who do I go with, Howard or Cam?
Yeah, that's a tough.
Anybody?
Man. I like the man. Howard's getting warmed up. I feel like for a whole season of like kicking ass. But like, I mean, both of them. But I'm gonna go with Howard, man. Just
yeah. See, you're thinking the same my way. You're thinking, oh, the potential's there.
Yeah.
Now I'm also thinking, man, Cam is J-Boo's go-to. So you're thinking, oh my God, which one do I go with? You know?
Yeah, that's
so.
I would run the I would run Cam until he gets tired through however many downs, and then all right, Howard,
right.
Come in, get your reps, get your game speed, like.
Yeah, I mean we're struggling in the red zone, fellas. So that's why I'm bringing that up. I'm just thinking,
yeah,
like we can get Cam cranking in there, and a couple 50-50 balls to Mike Evans. I mean, let's face it, Chris Godwin, what did he do? Has the highest performance level at every wide receiver in the league last week.
Yeah, impressive.
I mean, that's pretty damn cool.
Impressive, yeah.
Yeah, very impressive. Especially when Coach said expect special things out of this kid this year. It just goes to show you finally got a coaching staff that is putting everybody to play and making everybody work, and guess what they can do? They see talent.
Yeah.
I mean, the Shaq attack. This guy was a cast-off at Denver. Who the heck saw that?
They can see potential and actually utilize man. It doesn't have to be a $1 million guy. It can be a dude that just didn't work somewhere else, but you weren't in the right scheme, and all of a sudden now you blossom
Mm-hmm. And I got to be honest. I watched Shaq Attack's interview today, and it fired me up big time. And just seeing his enthusiasm and his excitement. He isn't just speaking for himself. He's speaking for every player on that defense. I mean, he's like...
It's the whole team in there, man.
Yeah, you know what it is? I hate... This sounds so crazy. I call it the Mutt Squad. And what I mean by the Mutt Squad is, we may not be the prettiest. We're not that, that freaking French poodle talk room. No, we're that grungy dog that's loyal and that will fight to the end. I think that's what we got. We got a bunch of mutts, man. And I'm telling you right now, you put a mutts in a good scheme and they fight together, that's a hard dog to beat, buddy. Yeah. And I'm pretty excited about our D, but
yeah, you don't have to be a bunch of stars.
Squad. That's my new nickname for him, the Mutt Squad.
You don't have to be a bunch of stars just to be a gang, dude. And as long as you're a gang, that's hard to beat, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's on the same page.
I'm excited, fellas. And Bo?
Sir.
Bo.
Yes, sir.
If we're going to be doing this radio show, every Tuesday, you got to at least watch a half of football.
I'm gonna make him watch the replay, man. If he doesn't watch the actual game because he's got whatever shenanigans excuse he's got, I'm gonna send him the replay and make him watch at least a proper.
I'm asking 2 lousy quarters. That's all I want. That's all I want. And I want you to tell me next week out of those 2 quarters what you liked.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in school again.
I'm calling you out.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm calling you out, bro.
It's homework, buddy. Bro. It's homework, buddy.
All right, listen. We've gone through this many, many times.
I don't understand football.
No, I understand football. I just don't get into it like you guys do, but I'm trying, I'm watching a couple.
You know what you're going to Bull, you know what you're going to do? I guarantee you, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go on that dang site that Chris Berman and Jackson is on, the old guys coming back, and you're going to watch the highlights. You go, oh, my God, Nasty, did you see that 80-yard bomb?
The same one I've been watching on ESPN for 2 days straight on the stream.
Exactly. And then he's going to come back and he's going to say, "Circle wagons" or something. You're going to be like, what the hell?
Dude. I love it, man. I love it.
Hey, man, it's been great tonight, man. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys next Tuesday. Are we still on for Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
my game friend. On, man.
All right, man. You guys have a great night. This old man's got to go to bed. You guys be good and go Bucks, and let's get nasty.
Thank you, my friend, man. Talk to you next week, buddy.
Big Nasty on the phone.
Be good,
Thank
guys.
You.
All right, buddy. See you.
Bye-bye.
Got you fired up. You better, man. You got homework, motherfucker.
Man. Really? Come on.
Dude, it's just like 30 minutes, man. Just
I
to
know.
sit down and like have a beer and watch a football game
But you
on
know
Sunday
how-
for like. You gotta take time for yourself. It's like a breathing exercise.
My schedule is sort of
Take time for you, buddy.
Big Nasty on the phone. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Take time for you.
Next Tuesday, 8:30. Well,
Such a great guy, man. I'm glad to hear him so hyped from.
let's do this. You want to take a break?
Yeah, I'm ready for
A refresh?
Yeah, this cocktail's empty and
Let's do that.
bar dog's barking like he needs to go out. So
All right. We'll take a break real quick. Bull and the Bartender Show. Be back in a minute. More things to talk about, more things to go over. A new schedule I want to go over with you, Mark,
new schedule
for 2 more shows this week.
Okay,
So I want to see what you think.
I'm gonna make a drink first.
All right. We're right back. Bull and the Bartender Show only on Bull's Radio Lounge. Stand by. We're back in a minute.
Bull and the Bartender Show. Coming back to you. Little Eddie Money Man, R.I.P. the Money Man. Little shaking for you. One of the best videos, dude. Like the look on his face in that video, like with the Chicos and the hot chick. Like, such a great, man. I have a feeling that there was probably piles of blow around that video shoot, dude. Like, I don't know, man. That's the Money Man. Like, R.I.P., buddy.
Thank you for that intro, Mark. Very nice of you. As Mark the Bartender has a new shot that we are, taste testing live on the air.
Yeah, we had to pre-test to make sure it was palpable.
So, one of the stories. Let's see. I had a couple different stories that I want to go over. Let's see. Oh man, I had such a great little.
Well, see, Eddie Money died, man. Rico Kasich from the Cars died.
I heard about those guys, but I haven't heard their music in a while.
The Cars, man. All right, dude. Like, every summer when I was little, like, my brother and I used to get shipped out to California because, like, that's where, like, my mom's family's from.
Uh-huh.
So, like, and I have cousins out there that are, like, 3 or 4 or 5 years older than me.
Right.
So, like, when you were, like, 11, 12, you were learning about, like, what, like, 16, 17-year-olds were, like, listening to on, like, the West Coast. And, like, in the 80s, man, like, they turned me on to, like, Cars and some different shit that, like, you didn't hear out here. And, like, you, like, came back and were like, dude, you hear the Cars? Like, man, people, and your buddy's like, what the fuck is that? Like, some West Coast shit. But I remember like being like little and like riding around with my cousins like in like San Francisco and Monterey and shit, dude, listening to like the Cars, like you're like, I'm cool as hell, like, like I'm like 12 riding around, dude, in like California for the summer, like I'm cool as shit no matter what, like.
Yeah, I didn't really, somebody like, oh man, I'm listening to Cars, whatever. And I'm like, I didn't really promote what I was listening to. You know what I mean?
Well,
I just sort of, listen to what I wanted, and
Yeah, but it was cool to like, man, like going out there and like with like older folks and like my cousins and like my cousins' friends that were like all like skate rats. So you were listening to all this crazy like, man, different skate music that you hadn't heard, like Suicidal Tendencies and stuff, and punk shit and like old Van Halen that like you were like, what the fuck is that, like, man? And excuse me, ooh, that shot went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, it kind of did.
But it'll get you.
But it will get you. One of the stories that I had was and I saw this story, and this kind of goes with, because during the breaks we let the bar dog out.
Yeah.
Right. So, and like we saw a car pass right by the bar, hauling ass down the street, which I think is you should be
ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Should be going the speed limit. But in the title it says, man goes off on someone for not having their dogs on a leash. Just stay out of my fucking face.
Let's
see.
Because people have them off the fucking leash. Off the fucking leash. No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Now,
that was strong, dude.
Yeah, according to what the video shows, I'm putting it up on the live camera right now. It shows a guy with a whole bunch of dogs yelling at what looks to be like another group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And or there's one person who is filming, and the other person who is they arguing with. I don't know who they're arguing with, but there's this guy right here that they're arguing with, right on his left.
Yeah.
And then the girl over here is filming right there. You know what I mean? So let me see if it'll play real quick.
Listen, in between people attacking my animals with shovels and shit like that, this is fucking... I just reported this shit to the city yesterday. Just yesterday I reported to the city because of people with their animals off the fucking leash. I'm not saying he didn't deliver. You gotta have more care and control. More care and control. Responsibility of your fucking animals. I don't care what anyone says.
You ever had that issue with
yeah. All right, yeah. Like, I get what that guy's saying, because it looks like he's got 3 badass German Shepherds.
Yeah.
And if you're going down the road, like, I don't walk, like, the dog, like, on the road, like anywhere outside of the yard. Like, that bitch got a leash on. Like, unless we're going, like, to and from, like, the car if we're not traveling.
Right.
Like, but, like, I don't like public roads or public streets. Nah, you gotta have that bitch on a leash, man. Because other people's dogs, dude, like that guy's German Shepherds, like, they could be nice as fuck, but if, like, somebody else's dog jumps on them and then bitches snap at him and then, like, oh, my God, your dog's a dickhead because it's a German Shepherd. Like, man, you're like, nah, bitch, like, my shit was on a leash. Like, I'm not putting down my dog because you're fucking a jackass. Like,
my dogs are never off the fucking leash. They're never on the fucking house. Never unattended. So don't get in your fucking horse shit. You need to calm down. No, you need to mind your own fucking business. Oh, that's my neighbor. I don't give a shit if it's your fucking neighbor. It's his fucking dog. So go fuck yourself. Okay? Just stay out of my fucking face. Maybe not. Well, if you want it, come and get it. Just don't fucking threaten me.
If you want it, come and get it, buddy. You know?
I'd have been so tempted to headbutt that dude if you got that close.
Which one?
The fucking guy with the dogs. Like, all right, I get your point, but you're standing here like, bitch, if you're bitching at me, then fucking haul ass.
Well, the way he's bitching at the guy in the black over here.
Yeah.
And the guy in the gray, he's sort of like just watching, like sort of a security guy or something like that, you know?
Well, so people start filming, of course.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to film it. But the guy with the dogs that's, like, yelling at people, like, fucking walk on then. Like,
show your ass, basically?
Yeah.
See what you're made of?
That's a threat. You want to see the threat? That's a threat. You're the one who... You guys are all... Hey, I'm not on dudes, my dog's a minute.
All right, for one thing.
Now you're in my face, dude. Like you already
Yeah.
said your piece, but you start putting your finger in my face. Now we're on another
Yeah.
level, dude. Like,
I mean, over some because the dog wasn't on a leash.
yeah, and if it like now, if I've got my dog on a leash and you already said your piece, like I'll let you fucking say your shit. But after that,
Yeah.
like, all right, dude, get the fuck on. Like,
Would you tell him just at that point just
is your
say
camera view weird? Why is it like half a screen?
because
Did it
it's
move?
not a
Did it move a little bit?
I'm trying to keep it stable,
All right.
but it
It's just got a mind of its own.
yeah, you know what I mean. So and I'm trying to keep
Oh, there
up
it
with
goes.
the
That's
video.
I love a delay, dude.
You all right, buddy?
It trips me out.
Yeah.
Now you got this guy over here. This the guy with the black hat and the gray shirt, sweater.
Yeah.
He starts chiming in.
I don't need this fucking shit.
I don't need this fucking shit.
Oh, she's doing this for posterity. What posterity? So if you're trying to fuck something, it's all on video, right?
Now he's yelling at the other guy. Now the other girl starts getting involved too.
Let it go. Let me see what happens here.
It's right over here. He just starts. If I can play it.
Damn internet.
Whatever.
Yeah, that man, the dude with the dog's like, all right, you said your piece. Now
Yeah.
fucking walk on, motherfucker. Like,
So my question to you: if somebody came up to you and started yelling at you about your dog not being on a leash, you know what I mean?
I've had people out in front of here before where like he
Uh-huh.
hasn't been on a leash, but like he like ran out to the street because they were walking their dog and like let him go in my yard.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna attack anybody. He just wants to like, hey man, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Like,
Uh-huh.
be like, oh my god, your dog. And like, I was like, dude, this is my yard, bitch. Like, don't man.
Yeah. Don't.
Like, I'm all like apologetic, you know,
Right.
no matter what. Like, off the first stroke, like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, he was just man, want to say hello, like blah blah blah. But if you get lippy, like, all right, bitch, you said your piece. Now go fuck yourself. Like,
Yeah, I've never really had too many issues. You know, some people see my dog and they go, "Oh my god," you know.
well, if your
It's
dog's
a 70
like,
pound.
man, he won't run to he'll go to the end of the yard, but he won't
Uh-huh.
like go out.
Yeah.
And like anywhere he goes, if you just give him the fucking snap, like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna turn around. Like,
He knows what's going on.
yeah.
So
Speaking of knowing what's going on, dude,
what?
you know they canceled the fucking Area 51 thing?
No.
Man, I still think there's going to be a bunch of people that are going to show up. It's going to be hilarious. Like,
Did that start?
Bud Light came out with a beer that they're only selling, I guess, in, like, Arizona there. That's, like, a Bud Light alien, like fucking Alien Fest.
So-
Themed can.
So Area 51,
The Area 51 Rush.
will not happen.
No, it's still gonna, dude. There's people that are still gonna end up showing up out there. Like, the organized thing might not happen, but like people are still gonna show up on Friday being assholes, and it's gonna be awesome. I hate to get all like political, but you know there's gonna be a bunch of people that are like anti-Trump, anti-this, anti-that. They're gonna show up and be like, "Oh my God, you guys were like tough on us." Like, yeah, motherfucker.
For
Like,
what though?
For trying to rush in, and then they like either shoot them or.
So do you
gas
think it's
'em
going to
or-
happen on Friday?
I think somebody's gonna go out there, man. I can't, like, dude. There was so many people that were going to that stupid shit. Like,
Like what?
I can't see like all of a sudden nobody's showing up.
Would you go?
Me? Fuck no. Like, I would like to go out there. I like the desert, dude.
Would
Desert's
you go
cool.
just to go out there and just see the concert and everything, and then
No.
try to?
I
and
mean,
just see the people, try to get to the gate.
I'd like to go camp out like on a ridge higher up and just like
Uh-huh.
watch that shit and like party on my own. Like, I'm at my own party on like the ridge and watch like the shenanigans.
You think they'd actually shoot the people?
You never know, dude. They got so much high tech. They could like microwave, like
Yeah.
like radio wave shoot you, and like without even like shooting you, and like knock you down, like brainwave, like fucking.
Do you think that aliens or alien beings have lived, visited, or even stayed at Area 51?
I think they got something there. Yeah, I mean, right now, like, I don't know if they would keep aliens there. I'm sure there's more like.
Well, why wouldn't they?
Because they got more secret places than Area 51.
But why wouldn't that be sort of like the
where they would keep them?
the West Coast, landing strip?
I mean, I'm not saying that they didn't land there. I love Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I love that movie, dude. But
I just saying, it's like,
I feel all right, man. I feel like there's still a lot of shit that goes on in Area 51, but I feel like there's a more secret place, like either near Area 51 or in another mountain, where they have like a storage and labs and like that kind of shit hidden in like Area 51 is like the poster child for like.
So you
a
don't
Black
think
Ops
that
secret like?
Do you think that Area 51 has, airplanes or aircraft or something along those nature to where, space or
all that
even
drones,
reverse
space shit, yeah,
reverse
planes that are going to
engineered.
space.
You know what I mean, like UFOs.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Bob Lazar, do you think he's telling the truth?
I don't know who Bob Lazar is.
You've never heard of Bob Lazar?
Who's Bob Lazar?
You never heard of him? Come on, really?
No, man.
He was a whistleblower of 9/11 or 9/11
Of
Area 51.
Oh, I think I heard of that guy. I didn't know
Yeah.
his like name.
Like he's the one that said that, there's
There's
alien
Radiator and
aliens and the spaceships and the.
Well, I mean, they had a bunch of like workers that like came out that were like that worked there in like the 60s and 50s and 60s and 70s and shit. That like came out and were like, dude, I got sick as fuck. I'm like dying from something from like
it's whatever they burned out there.
Yeah, all the crazy shit that they were burning and stuff. And I mean, there's a lot of shit, man, which is like further reason why I would not want to bum rush that thing. Like the smart thing to do is if you were a landowner anywhere near there and you had a whole bunch of land, like why not do a West Coast Woodstock, like an alien Woodstock,
right,
on like your own property? Like, hey, we're gonna do this thing and have somebody. I'm sure people would sponsor it. If you're like, this is my property,
right?
Go ape shit. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
what
I think the little alien that's over there too wanted to do a whole concert series as well.
Who?
That little alien place.
Yeah, but like if you're having like that thing, that invasion thing, there was so many people that were coming to that to like thinking it was like a Burning Man, kind of thing. Like, man, like, and now it's not gonna happen if you if you owned your own property, like fucking Woodstock, like the guy that owned the farm.
Yeah.
Like out there in the desert, like that would be the opportunity to be like, hey, I'm gonna lease you guys my fucking property. Like, I'm not liable for any of this shit. I want $100,000, whatever, blah blah. You guys go ape shit, like have a concert.
But do you think they were thinking of this as sort of their, Independence type day? They're going to meet the aliens. You know what I mean?
No, I think it's a
as in like trying to invade Area 51.
They're trying to invade Area 51 because
they want to see what's inside Area 51.
What's in there? You guys are lying to us. I want to know what's in there. Blah 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 blah.
Now, do you believe that they should tell us, or
no?
Why?
Ain't none of our business.
Why isn't it?
'Cause what, motherfucker? You don't need to know everything. You need to deal with your shit. I've grown up my whole entire life. I don't worry about anything that's going on.
But why can't you?
Shit.
Why can't you sit there and say,
because
hey,
there's some things
what?
that the general public is too stupid to fucking grasp, like with a reasonable, like, thought process of like, wow, all right, like say that motherfuckers went on 60 Minutes tomorrow and we're like, hey dude, we're gonna take you live right now, man. We got alien right here. Here's fucking Fred. Motherfuckers would be like, holy shit! Like they would. You.
Do you think they would believe it?
What?
Do you think it'd be a hoax?
Oh no, dude, if it was real, like, hey, we're gonna fucking prick him, and then he's got glow in the dark blood, and like, bam, like you can't fake that shit, like something that you could, or he's gonna fucking,
glow in the dark blood,
or, like, I mean, I'm sure, but
you
like,
just
even
referenced so many movies.
Well, yeah, Ben a Spoon, but yeah, but like, if the bitch actually did the shit that like E.T. did, or fucking, like, man, Howard the Duck did, or whatever the fuck, like. People would be like, "Oh my god!" Either half people would be like, "That's a hoax," or half people would be like, "That's real." The government's been lying to us.
Would you believe it?
And the whole structure of like the government shit would fucking break down if like something like that came out and they were like, yeah, there's fucking aliens. Like, hey, what's up, man? Like the neighbor 5 houses down. Yeah, that's fucking Fred. Like, he's fucking, from where the fuck? Like if that shit was real. Like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
like people, the average motherfucker probably would not, or like the average fucking
All right,
person
so
out there
you're
now would
so
not be
you're-
able to deal with that.
you're
Like,
waking up, you're getting your coffee, you're doing your thing, right?
dude. If
Turn
I
on the news,
if I
and
knew
they
the
come
guy,
up. No, I'm saying they come on the news and go, "Hey, look, breaking news!"
yeah,
Right?
we're coming, or like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, tonight at 7, we're doing a live walkthrough through Area 51, and you're gonna meet fucking Zimbo Bob, who's from fucking Planet, where the fuck, like, man, like, yeah, all right, then
Would you make it a point to come home early?
I would probably DVR it. To be honest with you, like, because he wouldn't buy. If I knew the dude 4 buildings down
Yeah.
was from fucking Pluto, but I've been talking to him for 5 years, and he's cool as shit. Like, why the fuck? You obviously haven't brain zapped me now, dude. Either I'm fucking dumb or you're not worried about it. Like, man, so
You'd be like, "Hey, man, Martin, I got some good stuff for you."
yeah,
You wanna try some-
I got some
wanna try some
intergalactic
new
whiskey and
stuff?
shit, dude. Some shit you never even. Yeah, like, man. Yeah, I'm not.
Or
Like,
what would you think if they sort of had this like very, very strong, like to them, it's like very strong for them.
if they had 500 proof,
Yeah.
I'd be like, holy shit. Like, man, that's fucking, yeah.
Or and they go, "Here, man, try some of this."
Yeah. That'd be rad. Like, I feel
That would
like,
be a
man,
show right
all right,
there.
dude. Like, I feel like if the motherfuckers were, like, out to get us, they would have got us by now. So, like, if there is somebody out there, they're just, like, checking us out. And, like, hey, man, what's up? What are you guys doing?
So-
Like,
So, do you not think that aliens could be roaming around the general population as we speak?
they could be here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know, dude.
I don't know either. That's what I'm
that's what
saying.
I'm saying. Like, yeah, you don't fuck, man. Like, I mean,
Think of it this way: if I refer back to the Men in Black movie. You know what I mean? At the end of that movie,
yeah.
where they're playing, what's it called, marbles?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With
and
all the
different shit.
galaxies.
Well, you just saw where they found, like, man, a whole bunch of water on some planet, like, far as fuck away. Like,
Really?
That was like a Earth, but like 3 times our size.
I think I heard
In
something
like
about
another
that.
in like
yeah.
another galaxy or some shit, like way the fuck far away. Like, man, but like one of our remote satellites or probes or whatever the shit. Like,
Now let me ask you this though: what happens if we did sort of let's just off the wall, we get invaded by an alien species? All right.
we're gonna find out how many guns are really in America. Straight up. Like,
no, I'm
man.
saying like for you, like you have a choice to be either live with them, be part of like their sort of collective, right? They're slaves, all right, or you go down
fighting.
fighting. Which one would you choose?
I'd probably go down and fight, and I would launch the boat
Yeah,
and just go out in the water. I got a solar panel that'll run.
because
about me.
there's like a couple scenarios that I could think of that.
And they showed up, dude. I mean, man, like, unfortunately, like, once again, the majority of the population would fucking start shooting in the air before they, like, thought about anything. So, like, you're probably going to be destroyed and, like, somebody else's fuck up. Like, it's not going to be, like, man.
Like you remember the Tom Cruise movie War of the Worlds?
Yeah, I remember the original War of the Worlds. I never saw the Tom Cruise one.
You never saw commercials for that one?
I never saw the.
Oh,
I saw the original, the original one was.
Yeah, I know.
bitchin',
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like,
it's kind of the same thing, but basically what happens is these, creatures come down from lightning and hit
yeah.
spaceships and whatever, and
and they knock us all out and try to kill us all.
Yeah,
and then the
yeah.
Viruses, like.
so.
Yeah, man.
Or it could be like E.T. with a bunch of little E.T.s, but then what happens if you piss the E.T. off? You know what I mean?
Make sure you got a steady batch of Reese's, dude, and some gummies, and that motherfucker be happy as shit. Think about, man, if instead, like, you would have slipped a gummy into the Reese's,
Is your phone volume up, by the way?
like, back in the day, like, if you actually fucking, like, in the movies, man, oh, here's some Reese's, dude, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you slipped a gummy in there. You ET that and be like with the finger and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hilarious.
But what happens if these things start to become violent though?
I'm gonna fucking shoot till I run out of bullets, and either you're gonna zap me or
Yeah, would
fucking,
you go with them and be their like sort of
they're fucking slaves for
slave?
my sperm and then being a farm for my brain? Like, nah, man, you don't want my shit, dude. Like, man, I ain't had a kid by now. Like,
Yeah.
man,
I mean, you ever think about that though? I mean, it's like
not really.
no,
Yeah.
how small we are in comparison.
We are, yeah. No, I understand that we're like small and shit, but I don't ever think about aliens coming down taking us slaves.
Not even just slaves.
I don't think we'd
but I
have to
mean-
worry about that because I feel like somebody in like the world would not like launch like some nukes,
Uh-huh.
and we pretty much like that would like you wouldn't have to worry about the aliens because we probably fuck ourselves up. Like,
You think so?
yeah, they'd be like, we're gonna nuke all this. Fuck it, we gotta do it. Everybody get down. Like, man, we're gonna deal with it when it's over.
Right.
Like, and yeah, there you are.
I don't know,
Like,
man. I'd have to like see one. I have to, you know.
I don't feel like, man, if them motherfuckers showed up, they'd want to like fuck with stuff. Because why wouldn't they have done it by now? Like, we're not that smart, dude.
Well, maybe we have technology from them.
Well, maybe we do. Well, then why the fuck would they want to come kill us? Like, we already got old shit. We got their fucking.
Maybe
we-
we're just a test site.
We got their old fucking bookcase cell phones compared to their shit. You don't know what they
Yeah.
got, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, why are they gonna fuck with us? They're if anything, they're just passing it down to see what
Well,
the fuck we're gonna do with their shit.
On that Netflix movie with Bob Lazar, they say that those palm scanners, right?
Mhm.
That they had them at that S4 site,
Yeah, man.
you know, and then now they're starting to implement them.
Bro, didn't you see
Everywhere
Total
else.
Recall, man?
Yeah,
Quato, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking Quato. Like, that's the real deal, dude. Like,
you know, and
where do you think they got that shit from, man? Fucking real.
and that's what I'm saying. It's like what happens if these aliens are walking among us? What are you know?
I don't think what happens.
Are they
what
just
happens.
watching?
They're hanging out, dude.
You know,
I wouldn't even worry. If they haven't fucked with us by now,
Uh-huh.
then
And then what happens if there's like an interstellar battle that happens and we're not even prepared for
I think you're going balls deep in some Star Wars. Like, if we're not prepared for it, we're gonna get fucked up. And then
I
it is
mean,
what
just
it is.
but just think
Like,
about it though. We're
I know
sitting
what I'm
there-
gonna be doing. I'm gonna make a cocktail, man. Sit down with fucking Bertha and get loose, dude. Like, I'm that man. It's gonna be what it is.
live
Like,
bull at the bartender show.
Yeah, the fucking last show. Like, man.
Interstellar activity going on.
I mean, you see how close we are to the base. Like, shit's gonna go wild if it is. Like, man, if something goes down, like, dude, we're a fucking quarter mile from the Air Force Base, damn near. So,
Now I've heard some really powerful jets taking off from over there.
well, it's because
Doing
all the
the
Iran
runs.
shit. That fucking drone, man. That like drone attack on like the gas thing.
What not? I heard about that, but what
Yeah.
was that going on with that?
That was it. Like, supposedly the Iranians blew up one of the Saudi like, man, gas like fucking refineries over there with a drone though. That like, which means
Uh-huh.
like they didn't get that drone from fucking 7-Eleven. Like, they had to buy that bitch from somebody.
Oh, you
Like,
see, some sort of black market deal.
well, either that or something. But like, still, like, yeah, they've been flying the fuck out of shit. Like, when I was out this morning, it was like 4:30. I think I saw
Uh-huh.
the first like jet come out of here. Like,
Oh, really?
Like, go over the bay. It was like, damn, it's early as fuck.
Right.
Like,
So, do you think that this person had bought this drone, sort of maybe from us?
no, hell no, they didn't buy it from us. They got it from somebody, man. They're saying it's like one of the like terrorist militia, whatever it is, from like Iran, but they're based in Iran, so they're probably backed by Iran.
Because if that's the case, then
Well, they didn't buy it from us, but they got it from
If-
somewhere.
wherever they
Like,
got it from, if they come back and get it again, that means they can fly that drone anywhere they
well,
want
they're not.
to.
No, they're not flying that drone across the fucking ocean and shit.
You don't
Like-
think
like,
so?
That was like a local. Iran, Saudi Arabia is pretty close
Yeah.
for like drone flight.
Uh-huh.
Like, they're not like flying a drone, but hey, we're coming to New York again.
And what was
Like,
the purpose
man,
of blowing up a?
Because it destabilizes our fucking gas and like oil reserves and that kind of shit.
So it screws it
supposedly,
up
and-
on our end.
Yeah, where man, they're like,
Which
oh,
that's what I thought
yeah, they're like, you might have to pay like 50 cents more, like at like the pump right now.
per per gallon, right?
But like the guys were like, yeah, that might be like that for like 2 days and until they fucking fix it. Like, it's like a fucking heroin processing plant. Like you might blow it up for 4 hours, but it's gonna come back, dude.
Right.
Like,
And that's the whole thing, because when you think about it, of how much fuel they pump out of those refineries, and how many parts go into that, how many people are working at that plant.
Dude, you didn't see
And
the
then-
fucking video. Pull the video up, man. They have video of it.
Of what?
Of the fucking drone attack with like the gas pump.
Really?
With like the gas plant blowing up and shit because it was like nighttime. Shit was all on fire. It looked like the fucking like the Iraqi war. Like it looked gnarly as shit.
I didn't know there was a video of it.
Yeah, like man, look up fucking
What was it? Drone
gas
attack on
gas pump.
Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Let's
Click
see.
it.
Click it. Hold on.
Click it.
You want the news clipping? Or the
I
news?
mean, you can show. I just want the video, man. Like with the fire and shit. Like that's fucking fire, dude. With like gas lines and oil lines from like all over, like the
Administration is blaming
desert.
Iran for the attack. That regime denies the claim, and oil prices soared overnight after President Trump warned the U.S. is locked and loaded for potential retaliation. Our chief global affairs anchor, Martha Raddatz, is tracking all the latest from Washington. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, George. This is one of the most serious foreign policy
Hey,
challenges the president has faced, with global
Blue eyes.
consequences, a spike in oil prices, and the possibility of a major
a lot of
military
cheek makeup.
conflict with Iran. This morning, with some of the world's largest oil processing facilities in Saudi Arabia still
Yeah, see,
smoldering,
look.
President Trump threatening
Those are fucking
military
flames.
action
Look,
and
dude.
retaliation, tweeting, "We
Look
are
at it.
locked and loaded,
Fire.
pending
Yeah.
unverification."
Fire.
But a senior administration official tells
That'd be some
NBC
scary
News
shit.
that the highly coordinated attack was launched from Iranian soil. Nearly
See?
a dozen cruise missiles and at least 20 drones packed with explosives pounding multiple targets
Bro,
at the
cruise
facilities.
missiles?
The massive blaze lighting up the skies, the smoke and fire visible from space.
If the Iranians directly attack the Saudis,
Visible
it's a
from
major
space.
escalation and the first time we have
Martians can see.
I
Look
mean-
at that shit. Look at that shit. You can see the black smoke from fucking space. Martians can see that shit. They're like, you dumb motherfuckers, man.
You are some dumb bitches.
I'm not giving up my gas powered car though,
Pounding
dude. Fuck your
multiple
battery
targets
shit.
at the facilities, the massive blaze
Look at that fire. I mean, just, that's got to be like
Well,
200,
like,
300, 400 feet up in the
oh
air.
no, that's dude, balls hot. Like you're melting. Like
Yeah.
fucking. Yeah, your solar
Everything.
burning, dude. Yeah.
lighting up the skies, the smoke and fire.
Look at that right there
Yeah.
from
Fire.
a satellite image.
Fire, black smoke.
Look at that. All
Yeah.
that black smoke.
Yeah, man.
Visible from space.
If the Iranians directly attack the Saudis, it's a major escalation and the first time we have seen a direct attack by the Iranians on Saudi territory.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo pointing the
Was
finger
like
at Iran
fuck.
What does he control?
Secretary of State, so he handles some shit.
as well, in a tweet calling on all nations to publicly and unequivocally condemn Iran's attacks, which Iran flatly denies. The Iranian foreign minister mocking Pompeo, saying the U.S., having failed at max pressure, now turning to max deceit. Over the summer, Iran was accused of attacking oil tankers in the
They attack oil tankers too?
Yeah, they took like one of the British ones hostage, like fucking, like I'm gonna like pirate style, like I'm gonna take your tanker and like park it in our port. What the fuck are you gonna do?
All right. So going back to that fuel station, right?
Yeah.
So why did they decide? I mean, what was that sort of their plan to go back and say, hey, look, if we attack this, we're going to screw up Americans.
That's exactly their plan. What do you mean? Was
Well,
that
I
their
don't know,
plan? That's
because
what they did.
I don't know if they like go just for our country alone, or they go for
in
like
general,
different countries.
but the Saudis are connected to us, so indirectly that's putting a finger in ours.
our little money pod, right?
Meh, like give
Yeah.
and on the backside, like man, here's a tickler. Like we
Yeah.
just blew your shit up. Now your gas prices are gonna go up. Like.
So they took
And
a.
I think that shit's a flex of balls, being like, "Hey, we got cruise missiles and fucking drones that'll carry."
That's what I'm
fucking-
talking about. Yeah.
That's a whole nother shit, like man.
So
all right,
what
like-
makes you not think that they could go like to Cuba
because
Right.
they're not gonna.
or something like that.
It would have because they couldn't. Those things won't fly to fucking Cuba and then land in Cuba and fly to here. Like they know
What do you
fucking
mean?
drone or
Why
they know
wouldn't they?
drone because they can't.
They have cruise missiles. They can do that.
They got a cruise missile that's gonna go from England to here. Like nah,
You don't think so?
no. You gotta have like some real missiles to go like across from fucking. To
No, I'm
launch
talking
from
about to go from like from if they leave
Cuba.
Saudi Arabia to Cuba.
No, because those things were launched out of Iran, which is like Iran's like here, Saudi Arabia's here, then like ocean.
Yeah, but don't we launch drones from over here to?
Hell no, they launch drones. I mean, you can launch a drone like over like we don't launch drones from here to go across the ocean to go fuck shit. That's just like a jet drone, which I don't even think that like man.
I thought we do.
No, when they do those like drone strikes, that's
Yeah.
from like from a spot like maybe a couple 100 miles away, but that ain't across the fucking ocean. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a long fucking. Yeah,
Because they're landing drones on helicopters out in the middle of the ocean.
they're doing all kind of dumb shit. I mean, they're
Yeah.
landing drones on fucking aircraft carriers now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, the drones are taking off from the aircraft carriers.
No, they're landing too.
Yeah, well, they gotta land. Yes, but they're like the aircraft carriers got to be close enough to pick the drone up. Like they're not.
It's like in the middle of the
refueling
ocean.
but they're not like all right. Say the drone's leaving from like here, and like I'm gonna send it across to fucking Europe. Like you're gonna have to meet me like somewhere in between here and there. But like depending on how far the drone will get on its own fuel, like when they do those drone shits, it's from a couple 100 miles out. Like it's
You think
not,
so?
Yeah, a couple 100 miles. Yeah, like dude, a couple 100 miles. Like man, I mean 400 miles is from here to the fucking Florida border.
No, and I.
So like, I mean that's far away.
Right.
Like man, like
But I'm just saying, like these guys fly high and you don't see them.
well, the drones will fly. Well, they can drop. Man, most time they'll fly low, like to keep under radar.
Really?
Yeah, to keep under radar.
They don't fly
Like,
that low though.
Depends on man.
I see them, flying higher than that.
Yeah, I think it, man. It just depends on like your like flight and shit. But like anyway, fucking fuck a drone, dude. They got cruise missiles. Like that's another thing. Like man, I mean those aren't gonna get across to here, but like that's still like a real shit. Like
Yeah, that is true. Those
If it
cruise
fucks up
missiles will.
I mean, I will say this, man.
What's
Race gas
Uh-huh.
pretty much stays its regular price, which is weird.
Do they sell race gas on a normal gas station?
Yeah.
Really?
I got a station that I go get 110 at the pump all the time.
No.
All the fucking time. I can get 110 right now, dude. Well, I think they close at 10. Like, yeah, 110 is, and then it's
Is that in your bike or
in the bikes. Yeah.
really?
Yeah, in the bikes or in like the Mustang every once in a while. But like,
Is that a hefty tank
it's
economically?
$8.90 a gallon.
So you're about what?
I put it depends like on like if I'm going somewhere or not.
Uh-huh.
Like you buy 5 gallons, you buy 10 gallons, you buy 2 gallons.
Oh,
like-
okay. Do you don't use that in the boat, do you?
No.
No. Uh-huh.
Nah, it's a little hot for the fucking boat. Like there ain't no reason like that. Like my bike's tuned for it. So
Oh,
like
okay.
it's tuned for like basically 100, so I mix the 110 with a 90 ethanol free. Like but the 110 is pretty, but that shit's $8.90 a gallon. But it smells like candy. Like I'll bring the bike over, man. Like
have to rev it up.
No, I don't have to rev it. As soon as I start it, you'll be like, "What's that smell?"
So you did that one time when you were showing me
Like-
the polished what it looks like on the
It's-
trailer.
Yeah,
Well, you took it up north at one time.
yeah. No, that didn't even have race gas in it.
No. Okay.
Nah. Usually, when you go high altitude, it like changes.
Yeah, I
Like-
smelled the ones from like the alcohol funny cars one time.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
But it's weird. Like the race gas prices don't really go up, man.
they don't.
Like
I wonder why.
because it's special blends of this and that, and I don't think it's got quite as much like gas as
Uh-huh.
it has like oxygenated shit and other things and chemicals and whatnot.
And it's amazing how, they do everything by the barrel. You know what I mean? For all the oil they produce, you know what I mean?
Well, that's a
And
general.
it's like
yeah.
how they turn that from oil into gas. You know what I mean? The process it has to
Magic.
do. Yeah. And how much we're dependent on gas.
Well, yeah, but if we all, man, went to fucking battery-powered cars right now, I don't think there's enough lithium, like, in the ground for everybody to have a battery-powered car right now.
You don't think so?
Nah, man.
Now, what about
I haven't looked up any stats, so I'm totally talking out of my ass, so don't take any of this to heart. But, like, I feel like if every person in the world, like, turned in their fucking, like, gas car and were like, hey, I want an electric car, like, they'd be like, shit. Like, man.
You think
You can get a
we'd be in
hybrid,
trouble?
you could get a hybrid maybe with like a little bitty gas motor and a little bitty fucking battery motor, but like getting a full battery like eco fucking Tesla, like if everybody in the world turned in their car right now and were like, hey, I want a Tesla, like I don't think that they would have enough battery, like
to do every single car.
yeah, to be like we're gonna make the dream, we're gonna fucking kill out every fucking car in the
It
world.
seems like he's pumping out a whole lot of Teslas, though.
Well, yeah, but that's. Yeah, but you think about how many Teslas you see compared to how many fucking.
Have you seen the prices on those?
Some of them aren't bad.
They're like some were like $100,000.
Well, yeah, if you get all the fucking bitchin' tech kid and the badass man, the like S version that hauls nuts, and
like Joe Rogan, he had one or he has one. You know what I mean?
there's been a bunch of races with him, and
Oh, really?
well, I mean, yeah, you always look, man, go on YouTube and look up like Tesla drag races. There's dudes drag racing like real cars with them.
Really?
Because they hook up and haul ass. It's a fucking battery. Like, man, you can like the horsepower is like totally like
Does
linear.
that void the warranty if you're tinkering with it?
No, you don't even have to tinker with it. You just put it in like the like battery sport mode and just like the like battery.
It'll race itself?
No, it'll man. The dudes are drag racing, taking them to the track, and they're running like fucking like Camaros and whatever's at the drag strip. They're like running them down the drag strip, but they're beating like real cars. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. So if you're drag racing, it doesn't sort of void everything?
well, I don't think you're calling a fucking Tesla and being like, dude, I just ran like a fucking 12-second quarter mile. Like, like you're not sharing that shit, but everybody's doing it. Like,
I mean, that'd be a kind of cool race to see, wouldn't it not? I mean,
it'd be real quiet, and all you're gonna hear is tires. Like,
I mean, not every. I don't know. Probably a bad idea.
no, they're cool, man. Like, I got to
Would
fuck
you get
around
one?
with. No, but I would totally get one of the. There's a company that makes a super motard dirt bike that's battery powered.
Okay.
And it's got street type like you can put slicks on it for like road racing and shit. So it's got kung fu grip and it's a dirt bike, but it's battery powered and it's got headlights, a tag, and everything. And then it's bitching for like sneaky fun. Like,
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like midnight parking lot racing.
Uh-huh.
Because you don't hear a motor, all you're gonna hear is when you're skidding into the corners and like coming out, burning out and shit. Like all you're gonna hear is a little bit of tire noise. Like, you're
Right.
gonna hear gas motor. Like the dude that had one was like, it's totally quiet. He's like, I can wheelie it. I can fucking do burnouts with it. I can jump shit with it. Like
No shit.
hitting speed bumps at like 35, 40. Brrr, but there's nobody out, so you don't hear any noise. It like.
And where were you doing this at?
Neighborhoods.
Really?
Dude, it's a totally quiet. It's a battery powered fucking dirt bike with like street tires on it that grip like a
Yeah.
bitch. So you can just it's like get on a bicycle and be like, I don't have to go fucking pedal. Like
Right, absolutely.
I'm gonna go tear ass
yeah.
through a neighborhood as fast as I possibly can. Like
Yeah, because wasn't I supposed to get on a bike at one time before?
yeah, I say like we saved ourselves from the Tink Tinks. I saved you from getting on that big bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think it'd be a broken arm or something like that?
I think you would at least like ended up on your back and your head.
Really?
Yeah.
You think I'd be able to handle the beast that was formerly in here?
No, it would just be the thing's. It's hard to launch.
All right,
That first step's a doozy.
I gotcha.
Brr.
I have to take it to what you say. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I saved us, man. We're old, dude. I mean, you heard Big Nasty say today. He's fucking 52, dude. He's not trying to deal with any shit. He's just hanging out, man. Like, I'm 42.
maybe old, but I can still hang with the best of them.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'll still go do some dumb shit, but like, I'm not trying to fall down or get in any kind of man. I know my limits. How about that?
I don't know. That's what they. That's what YouTube wants. Is just content. You know.
Yeah, but they don't. Yes, everybody wants to. I'm not smashing myself up for content, dude. I'm gonna look up the earwax challenge thing.
You don't want to do the.
I might have. I'm gonna talk to. I got a friend of a friend that is a masseuse. That like, but kind of a pain bringer.
Okay.
Like, man, I'm like.
What does that mean?
Like an actual muscle tissue, like, man, like yeah, like a masseuse is one thing, but I'm gonna get in on your pressure points and get in on some shit that's gonna fucking like it's gonna hurt, but like when it's done, like like so I'm gonna see if I can maybe get like her to come in and do like a proper, because that shit, like, dude, you'll fucking cry like a bitch, but like the next morning when you wake up, you're like, like, all right, I'm fucking Superman again, like.
Would you do that on camera?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna be wearing. I'll wear like. I'm not gonna be like naked or anything. Like,
no, I didn't say that.
Like, but like, yeah, no, it would be like, man, like just getting a back massage, like,
yeah,
while you're sitting here. But like the points that they're hitting, they're like, oh shit.
I know
like,
what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not like your fucking girlfriend's giving you a back massage. It's like somebody who wants to hurt you, like, kind of thing.
Come over here. I massage your back.
I'm not gonna hurt you, man.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
No, but I mean,
just gonna smack you around.
Dude, I'm still waiting on the fucking tins, on like the tins gimmick, man. I just want to have that bitch here to play with.
Oh yeah, the one with the battery operated one.
Yeah, I love a good fucking shock. Man.
I got them on the Amazon wish list.
Like that's, man. If somebody reaches out to that, I will entertain you whenever you want to with it. I'm gonna use that bitch every show.
If you go to Amazon.com and just look up on the wish list and just type in Bull and the Bartender Show or Bull's Radio Lounge, you can see it all right there.
We might even have to like just go get the badass Shaq one, like the fucking.
Which one?
The one that like Shaq advertises. Like they have like, man, one of those like companies has a fucking tins machine that you can get at like Walgreens. That's like a.
Oh no.
That's a.
But you got to do it on. You got to do it with the actual pack.
Yeah, no, I want the real machine where they have.
That's what I'm saying. I got the machine. Like, I just don't have the pads.
You just need pads.
I need pads.
Tins pads.
Tins pads.
Tins pads. Say it again.
Tins pads.
Tins pads. All right, yeah, I'm gonna start looking for those, man.
Yeah, and then
I wonder if Tins pads are compatible with any other pads. Like,
what do you mean by that?
Like heart monitor pads or fucking.
Not heart monitor. Come on, really?
Well, no, it's the same pad that goes on with the clip.
No,
like,
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, heart monitors do a whole.
Or not heart monitor, but
you said heart monitor pads.
Like a heart shockers.
You
like,
mean
sticky pads?
It's
all the same pad, man, and it's just the signal that it gets does different shit.
I don't think you're.
Trust me.
I don't think you're putting those kind of pads on a defibrillator machine.
I'll defib my shit. I'll defib my shit right now.
Oh man, I don't think you're doing that, buddy.
I'll defib it. I'm gonna put on the headband and defib that bitch.
You putting on the headband?
Put on the headband and defib it.
Oh man,
Paddle me.
Shit! What the hell?
Whoa, dude, you got the wiggles, man. About to spit my fucking drink. Knocked everything over. Well, that was good, man. Big Nasty, dude. On point. I'm glad to see he was excited. I'm still gonna watch the news on Friday.
I gotta watch
for an Area 51 fucking update because I feel like somebody's gonna show up. And then if anybody knows anybody that owns property out there near Area 51, you should totally do a Woodstock deal.
Absolutely.
Like, because that way they can't say shit.
Now, what happens if one of them tries to cross the line?
I feel like they're gonna get radio wave before they get shot. There's some microwave thing that they're gonna be like, like, man, remember how people were getting like headaches in like China and like Cuba and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like some microwave headache gimmick.
Do you think the government's using us as sort of a lab testing?
No, why are they using us? They got plenty
of
people who are bad people or other motherfuckers. Because you can't use everyday people.
Why couldn't you?
Because you can't. because we'd be missed if we started being weird. You can't do that, but there's enough incarcerated people and people that like just disappear and people who are bad and they like guinea pig that. You saw those people that were in like China and shit, man. They got like fucking microwave or like radio wave. Like that was some real shit. Like, man, where that like affects your brain and you're like,
I know it does affect your brain.
Like, yeah, like,
absolutely.
Yeah,
all
so
that
like,
radiation.
Well, even just and even like radio waves or whatever the fuck it is. Like, man,
the X radiation is.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I ain't no scientist, but I just know that fucking man, that shit is bad.
I don't know. I ain't no scientist.
And I feel like if you're going to Area 51, like before you get shot, they're gonna hit you with like a blind wave of like,
and you're gonna be,
you're gonna go and fall out like, oh my god, my head, like man, I got a bad headache. I'm gonna go home, and then like you're gonna sleep for the next 3 days.
Probably.
Yeah.
Out in the desert.
Yeah, well, if you go sleep out in the desert, you're gonna die if you sleep for 3 days out there. But like,
I don't know. Area 51. They said it's canceled. Let's see what happens. Let's see who the first people are out there camping out in the woods.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have a live shit. I feel like Friday morning when you wake up, if you just go on YouTube or search like live stream, somebody's gonna be out there hanging out like in their camper by the mailbox.
I have not really paid too much attention to it, to be honest with you.
I hope an alien flies by. Gives them the finger out the window as they go land, dude. And like, man, and then they microwave them. Like, you ain't coming in.
I still want to see one, though. Kind of like, kind of come out and say, hey, what's up? What's going on? How you doing?
I'm not even really interested in that, man. I think the whole secrecy thing, because it's better that way.
Well, what happens if it does, though, is what I'm trying to say.
They're not
what
going to
happens if it's
them
like
motherfuckers are smarter than us, dude.
What happens if they do like an independence type thing?
Say that again? They're not gonna attack us, man. If they were gonna attack us, they would have attacked us like back in the day when fucking like.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Prop planes and shit.
What happens if something like that happens, though?
What if?
Yeah, I mean that's something you got to think about.
Well, we're gonna get nuked. That's all there is.
Those guys what? We're gonna get nuked.
Yeah, they're gonna nuke shit. They're like, dude, the motherfuckers like come in like Independence Day where they like there's a fucking thing hanging over like the city. Yeah, they're gonna do some dumb shit. Like they're gonna do the same shit they did on fucking. We got something better. We got stealth planes. Like, well, yeah, that'll fucking get through. Like, man, like, nah, man.
That's why I think that some things
they're gonna be here, man.
Some things we probably should know, but then some things we probably shouldn't know.
No, I think most of it you can't decipher like man, like who can handle what and who can't handle what. You just gotta basically look at like the general population as being some Wendy Williams watching motherfuckers that just are not gonna deal with like that kind of shit.
So let me ask you this: if they told you, all right, we're gonna take you to Area 51, and we're gonna show you everything, right?
Yeah.
The entire, planetariums.
Cool. Can we stop at the Alien Inn and get a drink on the way there, though? Like, because if I'm gonna do this whole thing, like.
And they said, "Hey, look, for all this stuff we're going to show you, you may not come back."
Yeah, cool. No, I'm good, man. I'll be on the boat. Call me, letting me know how that works out for you. Like I don't need to know that bad, man. I'm not that.
All that knowledge, and you would say no.
What? Because I can't come back because I'm gonna be stuck at Area 51 for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
Fucking that sucks. It's out in the middle of the desert. Like what the fuck, man? I'm gonna have to build my own fishing pond. Like nah. Like.
Well, what happens if you get like all this free space
unless I can go fly planes or like man blow shit up, but even that's gonna be cool for like 10 years. And then you're like, all right, I'm bored. I gotta do something else.
Gotcha.
Unless I can be like Buck Rogers, where I can take off from Area 51 in my own fucking airplane and fly out into space and like hire me to shoot space junk. I'll fly around and like that'll be my shit. Like you want to do that? Like cool, man. All right, dude. Like.
Oh man, we could just go on forever with this stuff.
Just don't fucking drug test me. Like, I'm in space, bitches. I'm going to the moon, motherfucker. I'm gonna smoke rocks the whole way. Like man.
I don't know, man. That's just a weird topic. You know what I mean?
That's
So-
ridiculous. I just want to see, man, because
What?
the whole Area 51 exercise is just like a silly. It's like that in itself is a social experiment
For what though? For us or
for
the,
us, man.
For the power of what didn't
for
happen.
us, for the power of social media, for the power of stupid social media, for the power of like, yeah, fuck it, they can't like stop us, man. We're gonna get through. Like, nah, you're not. Like, man.
Uh-huh. Do you think that the government was freaking out a lot more
Fuck no, they weren't freaking
Then-
out.
than what they showed?
Hell no.
Why not?
The only way they could figure out was a PR, and that's why they weren't gonna shoot anybody. But they're gonna like, I'm gonna like.
Yeah, but do you think they were sitting there going, well, we might have a big problem with this?
I think like 3 people talked about it, and they were like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and heighten security and turn on the fucking sensors that go out.
What do you mean,
and
3
others.
people?
Like the 3 people, like I'm just saying, like some random 3 people that like were dealing with it. They were like, oh yeah, so we got this going on here, and they were like, oh yeah, okay, turn on the next row of sensors, load everybody's the fucking guns with some stun shit, and like load up the gas chambers, and,
Yeah.
like, or whatever.
And that's what you
like,
think, that they just sort of did all
They were
that.
like, all right, cool, yeah, fuck those guys. We got bigger shit to deal with. Like,
Wash their hands with it.
yeah, like man, you 3 guys basically deal with this. We have enough technology out there to like keep anybody out. So like use like the most non-lethal measures like possible. And
All right, so off of your head, yes or no, do you believe in aliens?
sure,
Yeah.
I'd rather believe him in them than not, but then like be like, nah, fuck that. We're the only motherfuckers in this whole giant shit.
You don't. I mean, so that's your thing. You believe in aliens.
What? I mean, you're pigeonholing me here. Like, I think
No.
there's like, there might be another one of us out there on the other side, man. You don't know, dude. I'm a giant. I love Star Wars, man. You never know. There could be motherfuckers. What if there was Wookiees? I'd be excited as fuck if I had a buddy who was a Wookiee.
Like a planet of Wookiees?
No, fuck a planet of Wookiees. I just want a buddy who shows up and is like, man, I'm from another planet. I got stuck here, dude. Like, you want to be pals? I'm furry and 7 foot. I'm like, dude, what's up? I'm 6'5". Let's go get a beer. Like, man, I got a Wookiee friend.
Like what was that movie that with the it was the guy from Jurassic Park, the
Huh?
there were
Earth Girls Are Easy?
What's that?
Earth Girls Are Easy?
Yeah. With
Really?
the, what?
That movie?
No, it was the same thing. You know
Earth
what I
Girls,
mean?
yeah, no,
You
man.
know.
Earth Girls Are Easier. It's not the same thing. That was Goldblum trying to get nasty with fucking the chick from Driving Over the Cliff movie.
I don't know what's her name.
Gina Davis.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I was thinking Thelma and Louise, but yeah.
They've been playing that a lot too.
Thelma and Louise?
No, Beetlejuice.
Well, I was getting ready to be Halloween.
That's true too.
See?
Yeah. Are you doing Halloween Horror Nights?
Nah, fuck
No.
that shit, man. I got a buddy's 40th birthday party, man.
Uh.
I think on like the 18th that I'm going to, and
All
then
right.
like the day after Halloween, I gotta like do a crazy like 24-hour thing, and yeah,
Gotcha. We got to plan.
yeah. October's gonna
Plan stuff.
suck a little bit, but it's gonna be fun
All
as
right.
shit.
Can we do one like prior?
Go to Halloween Horror Nights?
No, do a show prior.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Like maybe on a weekend.
on a weekend show for Halloween.
No, like whenever it gets like your schedule gets really crazy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. And we just do a show like, the weekend before. Or, whenever
Mm-hmm.
works for you, buddy.
We'll work it out. I'm out of drink, man.
Speaking of what's going on with new shows, Thursday, a new show name has come out called the Off the Cuff.
Off the buff?
No, Off the Cuff.
Oh, off the cuff.
Off the Cuff, right?
Off the cuff.
I am going to be running the board and probably hosting the show with Lint as well.
Off the cuff with Lint. Get it.
And his brother's name is
Off the cuff with Lint and his brother's name.
Belly.
Off the cuff with Lint and Belly.
Lit and Belly. That's what their names are. Lit and Belly. Yeah.
I'm
Mars-
ASMR this last fucking like 10 minutes. Off the cuff. Lit and Belly. If you quit laughing, I could get a fucking solid hit through this, man, for you. Like, man, you're killing me, dude. Like, you keep laughing about this shit, Panda Bear. Off the cuff with Lit and Billy, 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 Lit and Billy, Billy, Lit and Billy. See, there you go. That's all you had to do. Just give you like 2 minutes.
I thought
like
you were
you're
just
bored
joking
of it.
around. I was like, man, that's so funny shit.
Off the cuff with Lit and Billy. I'm going to start ASMR a whole bunch of shit, man.
So yeah, it'll be happening on Thursdays. We're going to do that show. Then probably either
Thursday
a
with
show
Lit and
wrap up, after on Fridays from after the Bullshitter show.
Yeah.
Which
like a show wipe.
I teased a picture of what the new intro is going to look like.
Meow.
It looks actually pretty good.
Meow.
So I don't want to put it on camera right now.
Okay.
So
Because your hand's been hitting the camera for like a past half an hour and it's probably looking at like space.
no, it is not. I'm sorry. It is
All
not.
right.
So, anyways, and then we're gonna be doing that on Friday for the Bullshitter show, and then after that, do like a wrap up show. So, if you want to, just email the show at bullsradiolounge@gmail.com and let us know what you thought of a good show was.
We'll take comments, complaints, orders.
Yeah, read
If
it
you got
live.
beers you want to like us to try, drinks. If you're a bartender, you want to come in to the bar and make some drinks.
I gotta get Bad Papa Smurfs T-shirt mailed out.
Dude, yeah.
You know
That was bullshit.
why? What do you mean?
Because I sweated in it.
Did you wear it?
I sweated in it.
So, so you want to do a couple more stories, or what do you want to do?
I'm actually good, man.
Yeah,
I think we, man.
you want to wrap this bitch up?
Yeah, there was, man. There wasn't really too many other good, stories.
Yeah, the Area 51 was kind of
The Area 51 thing is like the main thing to look out for because I feel like it's still gonna be a social media.
well, even that
just shit
GM.
show.
What about the GM Motors thing?
Yeah, that's just union shit.
But do you think it's gonna
Affect
do
anybody?
anything? Yeah.
I don't have a GM. I'm cool. Like, I'm not, man.
But I think the economy. Do you think that's gonna affect anything?
No, I don't think the economy is gonna be
Yeah.
like. I think it'll be like a week.
A weak little thing.
Yeah, union shit, man. Union
Gotcha.
stuff, dude. You got the
Union
guys
stuff.
in New York wanting to deal with shit. The union guys, hey, guy.
Hey guys.
Hey, guy, buddy.
How are you doing?
I just went full Canadian on that.
Did you really?
Hey, guy, buddy.
Buddy.
Buddy, I'm not your pal, guy. I'm not your friend.
So thank you, Big Nasty, for coming on. Thank
Yeah.
you for doing everything you do for our show.
Being
you know-
a solid old school Bucks fan.
Yeah, even though you ribbed me for not,
Yeah, I'm gonna make you watch
Watching.
part of the game this weekend. There.
thanks for that. I appreciate
Thanks
that.
for that.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Thanks to everybody. I know we didn't have a lot of like watchers, viewers, I guess you want to say.
And see,
today, but,
that's
like,
where it sort of,
Well, but later on during the week, man.
Bugs me,
so
man.
if you're listening to this, like later on during the week, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
It ain't got to be tonight, but like thank you for it on during the week, man.
like, we're the oldest show, so how come we don't get any, like, live listeners?
Well, 'cause it's us.
You know? So you're saying because of jazz, we don't,
Well, watch him go.
yeah.
Watch him go. I better
So,
get a vid
Friday-
on the fucking promo.
Friday, are you gonna be able to show up or no?
I don't know. That's Friday, dude. That's days away. I
Yeah.
don't even, man.
I don't know if
That's
I can
fucking
expect you.
Friday. I don't even.
Huh?
That's Friday. That's days away. I'm worried about like tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day.
Because we tease it all the time.
I know. I know, man, and I'm sorry. Like I
Yeah.
got stuck the last couple Fridays on some real shit and
Gotcha.
life.
Live. All right. Thank you, my friend, for doing this.
It was good, man. I'm glad we had to sit around and have
Jazz.
some cocktails and shoot the shit.
Yeah, man. I hope you feel better, my friend.
Jazz, I'll see you next week, buddy.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday, Jazz. Bull and the Bartender Show every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And then we sort of wrap it up whenever sort of we're done for the night. You know what I mean?
Bull and the Bartender Show. Late night.
Bull and the Bartender Show. All right, so I am Bull with Mark the Bartender.
Good night, y'all.
Thank you, my friend, for everything that you do.
Yeah, man.
Tree Rocks, thank you so much.
Yup. Papa Smurf, I know
Big
you're out
Papa
there,
Smurf.
man.
All the fine listeners, thank you for
Belly. Lit Belly.
Lit Belly.
Lit
Thank
Belly.
you for liking all the social media stuff.
Social media shenanigans. Check us out. Bull and the Bartender Show.
That's right. Thank you so much. See you next Tuesday.
Now that time is gone, I remember her favorite song. In the spot in the middle of her back, she would laugh when I put my fingers on. Until the end of everything, and I'm gone and buried. You the only one I ever loved like this, and baby, I hope you hear me. You searching, you gon' find. Deep down, you know you mine. I'll fight to my very last breath if I mean that I get just one more time. Just give me one more time.